Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. The embargo's lifted, and I can finally talk about Spider-Man Far From Home. Saw it not even 24 hours ago. Got a nice early screening, and I have to say I'm completely blown away by the film. But before I even get into the review of it, I do have to say that there's got to be some slight spoilers for Avengers Endgame. So if you've not seen Avengers Endgame, you don't know kind of some of the key stuff out of that, it's you're not going to want to watch this video. Straight up, you're not going to want to watch it. So, that's your warning. That's it. That's all you get. Done. Alright, so Far From Home definitely picks up post-Endgame. It is the absolute end of the latest phase of Marvel's films. Totally understand why they have said that. Because it really is a follow-up to Endgame in so many ways. It addresses a lot of the questions we have. Some of the reactions, some of the strange things, like, what happens if you have a brother and sister and you got snapped and they didn't, and, they've grown up in that. Like, these situations are discussed. What happens to kids who are going to school? Do they have to repeat the school year? Like, things like that are brought into the story and done in a really, really intelligent way. What addressed, I think, is really impressive. You getting snapped and so moving to your home. What happens when you come back? What happens during that initial reaction? I think that's there's a brilliance to the film of being able to deal with so many of these questions in such a quick way to go about it. The other part of it is absolutely a pickup from the death of Tony Stark, and really starts off the, like, what is Tony's legacy and who will be the next Tony Stark. It's not quite straight up like it's a race for Tony Stark, Return to the Superman style, but it really is. What is his legacy? Like, what did Tony Stark bring to the world, and who might be able to pick that sort of thing up? The funny is, like, I had to take a lot of notes in the dark, and some of this is just freaking illegible. I have no idea what the hell some of my notes are. All right, so sorry about that. Oh no, I know exactly what that one is. So that's what a lot of it is. Obviously, Tony saw a lot in Peter Parker. It's kind of discussed, and a lot of that's discussed through the relationship between Parker and Happy. I think that's a fantastic discussion or relationship, and it really grows. And Happy kind of takes on a fatherly role for Peter. It's great to see Jon Favreau getting much more screen time in the films. I think he's a great addition, not really addition, but great expansion of his role, and that he does bring something that a lot of the other characters don't in the series. And his relationship with Peter is it's really kind of fascinating through it. Very touching. I think it's something a lot of us can relate to. And the film, again, really intelligently touches on Peter's life and his relationships. And for example, he has BFP on his luggage. Ben Parker. I'm assuming that's what it is. So you got Uncle Ben. And that I'm assuming that's what the BFP is. So it's a small nod to losses in his life, but at the same time, not diving too deep into it and into that aspects that we've known so many times, but instead just focusing on aspects in a different way, like with Happy. So it's really, really nice to see Happy take on this fatherly like role. Aunt May's in there. Marissa Tomei is absolutely fantastic as always. Like, completely wonderful. I've had a crush on Marissa Tomei forever, so to see her in this role is great. I think she's got just a pep and humor about it. She's able to deliver lines and just looks that get you to laugh. Her interactions between Happy and her and Tom Holland is Peter Parker, just like, it's wonderful. She's a fantastic addition, and definitely breaks the Aunt May role that we kind of expect of the really old lady in a lot of ways, and I love her character, and I'd like to see more of it. I think about maybe the one thing I wish was addressed a bit more was her finding out about Peter being Spider-Man. You know, obviously she found out at the end of the previous film. It's something that we haven't talked about a whole lot or seen a lot in the films or anything. So I wish that was there, just a small smidge. I think that would be great. So the basic story is that there's these elementals that have seem to be going from world to world, destroying them. There's this character, Quentin Beck, Mysterio, who comes from another Earth and is bringing about the and trying to stop them. He was a soldier trying to stop these elementals, and the elementals are just destroying random cities. Nick Fury's involved. Maria Hill is involved. I guess what's left of S.H.I.E.L.D. or his operations. It's all really interesting stuff. A great story. For anyone that knows Mysterio and Quentin Beck, obviously there's more to it. I'm not going to ruin it. That's not what we do here. But I have to say is how this film, going into this film knowing that and expecting that, how it handled all that is absolutely fantastic. It's really well done, really original take. This isn't your failed actor, special effects person. It's really, really, really just intelligent and well done. So, of course, there's a twist. There's always a twist. And I have to give kudos for, I wouldn't say completely sticking to the past and all that, but really building off of it. I think they've done a fantastic job about it. It's just great. There's a lot of just small little stuff in this film, throwaway lines and stuff that I can't even talk about. That it would spoil it. Like there's something about sleeper cells and a certain alien race sleeper cells. Like something small like that is so great to add to the film that could builds off of what's to come. And that's what a lot of this is. This is going from this current phase to the next phase, which we have no idea what's coming and when it's going to come. I'm trying to think of what else. The acting, Tom Holland's fantastic. Zendaya is actually great. Is great, not actually, just great. Ned, I can't think of the person that plays his name, is wonderful as always. The guy who plays Flash is fantastic. And again, that goes to the small moments. Is like Flash's character gets tons of depth in this film. Like two small things that you have to pick up on adds so much to the character of why he's just a massive douche. It's just done really, really well. The film itself is amazing to watch. Now, I saw it in 2D. I'm going back to see it in 3D. I enjoyed it that much, but there are sequences in there in 3D I think are going to be killer. Absolutely amazing. I'll probably do a follow-up video about that. But the swinging sequences, the only way I can describe it is a masterful ballet. Towards the end, battle, because always third act battle. The swing sequences and what they do with Spider-Man taking on the bad guy is just absolutely amazing. I think if this was like 3D, if I was watching 3D, like I might be ill watching it. It's just amazing swing, amazing choreography, really well thought out, and just stuff we haven't seen before. It's fantastic. There's so many nice shout outs. There's things that I think are nods to even the Marvel Spider-Man video game that's on the PS4 of him like taking photos while he swings, and it's so good. Like I don't even know what else to really describe. And this is a film that is built off of the details, and the details are so well thought out, are so like not necessarily even vital. It's just like one character mentioning something about their wife did during the snap. They call it the blip. Is when everyone comes back with the blip. But the inclusion of that is just again a throwaway thing that's maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, but adds so much to the film, adds so much to the world. This is I'm not really excited. Like this is easily my favorite Spider-Man film. And it's close to being my favorite Marvel film. Like, there's just something about it and what they've done that I'm really impressed by. The acting's top notch. There's some scenes with Tom Holland that are amazing. He really does show some great acting, some emotional depth. You really feel for him. The special effects and the rabbit hole you eventually go down are fantastic. Again, I can't wait to see it in 3D. Exploring the legacy of these heroes, specifically Tony through Peter, is fantastic. There's a great mix of action and humor, throwbacks to kind of other films. It's a European high school trip. That at the heart of it is Peter wanting to tell MJ how he feels. It's just really, really well done. There's big shoulders on this film post-Endgame, and it nails it. It completely nails it and nails everything, and just does it in a way that completely blows me away. And there's so much I could go off on and spoil and spoil and spoil, and I absolutely don't want to do it, because this is one to go enjoy for yourself. Like, avoid spoilers. If you're spoiling for people, you're an ass. That includes the two end scenes. The end scenes are huge. The first one had pretty much the entire place go holy shit, and then because it sets up what the next phase of Spider-Man is going to be, and then the second one rocks the Marvel universe. So definitely go for that. There was two that I saw. I'm assuming that was it. That there's nothing that they're doing with far screenings for previews. But the second one has so many questions open, to the point the person next to me and I were discussing it and be like, how deep does this go? This is excellent. Like, it's really, really, really good. I went in figuring I was going to enjoy it. I did not expect that I would enjoy it this much, and did not expect it to be able to pull off what it does. So, kudos to everyone involved. Absolutely fantastic. This is a hell of an achievement. Again, I don't want to spoil everything. Like, that's part of the fun of this film, is all the small details, all the things that come out of it, all the reveals, all the twists and turns, the scenes in the credits, just the stingers at the end, like, just all that is just, it's good. It's so good. Absolutely get it. Avoid everything you can. This is all spoilers on that one. Avoid everything you can watching up to the release date. I think it was the 2nd is the official release date, July 2nd. Do everything you can. This is top-notch stuff. So I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't want to spoil it. I think it really comes down to it. But action sequences, acting. Jake Gyllenhaal was awesome in it. I think his Mysterio is absolutely fantastic, and what he does, he really seems like he's having fun with it. It's not just as the character to be the character, and I was about to probably spoil something a little bit, but I caught myself. But he runs with it, and he just has a good time, it seems like. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's really good. So go check it out. Absolutely check it out. We got, at least in the U.S., holiday coming up. Go maybe beat the heat and go see the film. I expect this one to do huge. I think the average Spider-Man film, not including Into the Spider-Verse, is about 750,000 is their average. Between 750 million is their average worldwide. I would not be shocked if this does $1 billion. I'm really not shocked at this. I think just the acting, the story, everything is going to get people talking, and I think this is going to be another $1 billion film. I'm going to be really shocked if it doesn't hit it, and we'll see. So don't take my word for it. I'm pretty sure this is going to have it's going to be huge. So many people are going to talk about it. And the other is, coming out of it, like, I had a smile on my face. I laughed. It's a film you walk away with enjoying, and that's what some entertainment should do, is just put a smile on your face and make you happy. So, as I said, walked out of it and was immediately looking forward to going to see the 3D version of it. So that should tell you everything. I saw it for free, and I'm still willing to put down my $15 to go see it again, and see it almost immediately. So go check it out. We got a written review on our site, Graphic Policy, as everything's going live at once. GraphicPolicy.com. We always appreciate you watching. If you got questions, hop in. I might answer them if it doesn't spoil things. But as I said, I want to do my best to not do that because that's going to be part of the fun of this film is all the twists and turns. As I said, there's 2 stingers at the end. That's about as much spoilage as I'm going to do. Other than that, check us out every single day at GraphicPolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. The latest geeky news, comic-related stuff. Until next time, as always, thanks so much for watching. Keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.